Hello and welcome to our reviews. Today we're reviewing the Silver Surfer Cosmic Power Alien Fighters Galactus. So yes, here we have Galactus. I believe this is the only Galactus I own that I haven't reviewed yet. So I've got like thousands of Galactus reviews on my channel somewhere. But this time we're talking about this one. This is the smallest Galactus that's really a legitimate action figure, I do believe, that I have. He is part of the Silver Surfer series that came out around the same time the Silver Surfer animated series was airing, and he essentially is just like a couple inches taller than the basic figures from this set. There's also a bigger Galactus that went with that same set that I've already reviewed. Anyway, this Galactus is fairly cool, so let's go ahead and zoom in for the articulation, sculpt, paint details, all those sorts of things. Alright, starting with a quick size comparison. Here, of course, we have Galactus. Here's our 3 3/4 inch Marvel Universe Wolverine and our standard Marvel Legends size 6-inch Superior Spider-Man. Now, Galactus is not entirely at his full height due to the way his legs are sculpted. He's always kind of hunched down a little bit. But he is still significantly taller than a Marvel Legend or a Marvel Universe figure. However, Galactus is a massive character, like the size of buildings and stuff, and possibly bigger depending upon who's drawing him at the time. He doesn't really fit in with anything, ever, really, in this particular size, but he's still kind of cool anyway. Let's get the other two out of here and just look at Galactus. Alright, moving on to our 360 spin of Galactus. Here you can see he is mostly purple and a different shade of purple and blue, which is the fairly standard color combination for Galactus. His dark purple is a little bit shiny, whereas his lighter purple is more matte, and then his blue is also matte. He has big pink open hands. He's got little ridges on his gloves. He's got lots of little design pieces there on the chest with a big pink sort of orb there in the middle. He has his little skirt bit down there at the bottom with the various ridges on it. That's actually removable if you undo the little clasps on the side. He has some fairly standard blue legs, and then he's got his big pink boots with little staircase bits there in the front. And that is pretty much the extent of his body detail. He looks almost exactly like Galactus is supposed to, so I have no issues with that. Let's go ahead and zoom in on the head sculpt. Alright, zooming in on the head sculpt, you can see Galactus' head here. Of course, he's got his big helmet, which has little designs and stuff sculpted into it. No real paint, but that's not really that surprising. He's got like little circles and stuff sculpted onto the horn bits off to the side. His face is sort of a bluish white. It's very unusual color for Galactus. He's normally just normal Caucasian skin tone. His eyes are white and have little black outlines around them. He does not have the square pupils. I don't think he had those in the cartoon, so I guess that's forgivable. Now let's zoom out and look at some articulation. Articulation-wise, Galactus is somewhat standard for this time period. He has a cut at the head, cut at the shoulders, cuts at the wrists. He has cut hips that move forward and back a little bit, and then he has knee hinges as well. And you have to sort of bend his knees in a certain way just to get him to stand up, because his ankles are sculpted to be kind of hinged in a little bit. Anyway, the articulation's not bad. You can get him into a couple of poses, but of course it's nothing compared to the kind of articulation we get today. Now, Galactus comes with one accessory, which is a bit strange, so let's go ahead and look at that. Galactus' accessory is this clear plastic ball filled with water that has a little white figure in it, which is supposed to be Silver Surfer. I imagine if this was new that it would be more filled with water than it is now. Of course, I could be wrong, but either way, it's a very, very weird accessory, and it's not very cool looking, and there's really just nothing good about it at all. It's just a clear ball filled with water. But whatever, you don't have to display him with it, and I would highly recommend that you don't. Anyway, that wraps it up for Galactus and all of his accessories. Let's move on to the packaging. Packaging-wise, Galactus comes in basically the same packaging that the rest of the series did, which is a nice blister card that's sort of round and has a big picture of Silver Surfer there in the background. Silver Surfer, Cosmic Power Alien Fighters, Galactus, and Silver Surfer in Cosmic Orb. On the back you get some artwork of Galactus, a little bit of description, and some other figures in this wave, which are various Silver Surfers and aliens, and Pip, it looks like, that were in the show and stuff like that. As is usually the case with blister cards, this is good for in or out of package display. So yeah, Galactus. Alright, that wraps it up for Galactus, so until next time, goodbye! Hello, you've just watched one of my videos. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed my videos. If you didn't, run away and never return.
Also, feel free to check out my other channels, Venom Raptor for all my variety gaming content, and VR Reviews for reviews of various action figures and collectibles. Thank you, and goodbye.